everyone. Welcome to another episode of Witticism. I'm Mary.
And I'm Tyler, bringing you the news that matters most around the globe. You probably want to rethink your next April Fool's Day joke because it may just end your life. 31-year-old Lisa Estevez is facing first-degree murder after a boyfriend of 3 years fake proposed to her on April 1st. The police reported that 25-year-old Ray Jordan got on his knees intending to propose to Lisa, only to open the box with no ring to be found and the words April Fool's written inside. Estevez then reached for Jordan's firearm that was sitting right on the kitchen table and shot him in the chest, killing him immediately. Moral of the story here, don't leave your guns out in plain sight, especially when pranking a crazy girlfriend.
A billboard in Derbyshire, England, put up by a local gym is being widely criticized as offensive. The billboard in question depicts aliens beaming people into their UFOs with the text reading, "They're coming, and when they arrive, they'll take the fat ones first." And this, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why people hate going to the gym. You can hardly say no one is being judged there when even your fantasy-based advertisements tell everyone off for not being the size and shape you decree acceptable. Anyway, you don't necessarily need to be a fast runner to escape aliens. You just have to be good at making others trip.
A Virginian man was enraged to find that the bus stop his daughter and other children wait at every morning is on the property of a man who was convicted 5 times for possession of child pornography. Said the sexual offender, "I don't mind." Click.
A 9-year-old girl reported on a local murder in her hometown of Selinsgrove, PA, and she may have done a better job than most of her competitors. Hildy Kate Liziak is the daughter of a former New York Daily News reporter, has been learning through her father's example on how to report news. She goes around with pen and paper interviewing witnesses and policemen alike and publishes her findings in her own newspaper, the Orange Street News. Upon reading Hildy's most recent story concerning a murder, several people felt it was their duty to post comments to her page, expressing how inappropriate it was for a 9-year-old to be reporting such graphic contact. And they did so by cursing her out and stating repeatedly how 9-year-old girls should stick to dolls and tea parties. Even the town's former mayor posted the word sensationalist trash. Basically, they all posted to Hildy's page what they normally wouldn't say out loud to a child, which is why it must have come as a sassy surprise when a video popped up of Hildy reading the comments out loud and ending with the words, "If you want me to stop covering news, then you should get off your computers and do something about the news. There, is that cute enough for you?" Presumably, Miss Liziak then dropped the mic, flipped on her shades, and went rolling down the street in her news van to the tune of "Eye of the Tiger." Seriously though, good on Hildy for delivering one of the most fitting responses to internet trolls ever.
A Florida mother decided to make her 8-year-old's birthday party an unforgettable memory by hiring him his very first stripper. The youngster is reported to have smacked the dancer's backside while making it rain. But according to the birthday boy, his favorite present of the night by far had to be Motorboat Me Elmo.
The Utah bomb squad was called to a nursing home after an unidentified object was mistaken for a bomb earlier this week. Children discovered a strange-shaped object with batteries and wires behind the Pinnacle Nursing and Rehab Center, so police were called to investigate the item. Turns out the device was a homemade sex toy, not a bomb. The real question here is why there was a sex toy abandoned in the back of an old people's home and why children were playing behind it. I think that's the story that people should be investigating.
New York taxi drivers are soon to be banned from flirting with or ejaculating on passengers. New York officials decided to forbid these acts when they read an article stating that semen is, in fact, not good for your skin.
A former prisoner is suing Hamilton police $10 million for malicious prosecution. Christopher McCullough, who was convicted murderer back in the 90s, was released from his 10-year imprisonment and wants revenge. Well, mostly he just wants a job. So he's suing police because the search for employment is apparently really hard after you murder someone. Who would have thought? Hey, Chris, maybe try not killing people, and then you could find a job that isn't a fry cook at Wendy's. Or I hear there's an opening at Subway since Jared left.
China has had enough of the shenanigans from us rotten Americans. From here on out, April Fool's Day has been officially banned in China. A news agency in China claims that the Western concept is not accepted with their cultural values. They've been working to ban the satirical holiday ever since 2012, when China fell victim to a prank made by the satire news source The Onion. They voted Kim Jong-un the sexiest man alive. Obviously as a joke, but the Communist Party newspaper in China responded by running a 55-page photo spread in tribute to the dictator for his devilishly handsome looks. Not realizing it was a fake story, joke's on you, China. If you thought we were being serious about that, The next step for China's communist government is to work on banning all laughter, sense of humor, moving, breathing, and then eventually life. By 2030, all Chinese people will live out the remainder of their lives in a vegetative state.
A couple in Las Vegas needed the help of an attorney to split up their Beanie Baby collection during the divorce. While it isn't reported how much their collection is worth, according to my Beanie Baby guidebook from first grade, it's either close to $1 million or 10 cents.
A woman in England called the police because she was refused entry to McDonald's for being too drunk. An eyewitness report says that the police got there on the McDouble.
Mother of the Year award goes to a woman in Texas who got drunk this week and let her 3 children get tattooed by her boyfriend's brother, who is a known sex offender. The woman's oldest son, who is 13, got a cross on his ankle, while the daughters, aged 10 and 9, got a cross and an infinity sign, and the youngest got a heart and an arrow tattooed on her. While I think we can all agree she made a mistake letting them get tattoos, clearly the real crime here is letting them get the most stereotypical white girl tattoos ever.
A man in California committed suicide in Target this past week by stabbing himself in the stomach in the middle of this kitchen section with a knife he used from the store. One woman told the reporter she was furious that Target would still let people in the store while the dead body was being removed. Hey lady, why don't you stop being so selfish? Think about the people that are really affected by this, like the Target employees who now have a massive cleanup on aisle 7.
Jimmy John's Delivery has taken their slogan, "Sub so fast you'll freak," to a new level. An employee jumped onto and then out of a moving train, risking his life to deliver sandwiches in a timely manner. The death-defying delivery may have been worth it, and the delivery boy not tripped over his stick and broke his leg.
And that's all the time we have for tonight. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Mary.
You stay beautiful, Indiana.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Criticism from Witticism. I am your host, Mary. And the iHeartRadio Music Awards went down last week, so we'll be reviewing some of the hits and misses of the red carpet. I am joined with my Witticism crew members and fellow fashionistas themselves, Cassie, Haley, and Olivia. So, are you ladies ready?
Yeah, let's
just jump right in then. All right, so we're going to start off with Taylor Swift, because who doesn't love Taylor Swift? I mean, she's everybody's guilty pleasure. She took home 3 awards at the iHeartRadio Music Awards. She is wearing a high-neck jumpsuit, very sequency, adorned with, a thick black belt with leather open-toed pumps to match. I'm kind of digging this Catwoman suit. I don't know. Do you guys agree?
I love it. I think it looks really cool. I like the black because it's different from her Grammy look, which was like the colorfulness and like the big poofy dress. So I think her going with a tight suit like this was really smart, and I hate her hair, but it doesn't look that bad with the outfit.
Yeah.
I don't like it like with other things.
Yeah, I agree.
But it kind of works.
I like the idea of it, but I think that it's a little unflattering from the front on. Like, I think it kind of hugs her in a really weird position. I think it was almost a hit, but for me it's just, at the end of the day, a bit of a miss. She looks a bit like a disco ball and like an 80s workout girl mixture.
All right. Yeah, I can agree with that. Haley, what are your thoughts?
I'm going to disagree with Olivia. I really like it. I think because she's like tall and skinny, like it just is such a good look, and jumpsuits are like super popular right now with like everyone. And I like that it's black and sequenced. It kind of like changes it up. It's not like too much like in your face because of the black, but it's still something special.
All right, so next we have Selena Gomez. Usually she always slays on the red carpet, but this look to me was a little disappointing. She's wearing an orange Mugler jumpsuit with some cutouts at her hip and some 90s choker necklaces. Her hair is also a little bit messy in this look. I'm not really sure how I'm feeling it. What about you guys?
I'm digging it. I think the iHeartRadio Music Awards are normally really casual, so like there's no need for like pretty like ball gown dresses, and this is like super edgy and kind of different, which is kind of what her most recent album was about. So I think it's kind of like branding wise, it kind of stays the same. And I like the cutouts because they're different, but they're not annoying or slutty or anything like that. Like they kind of fit, and I'm
I think she kind of looks like a sexy inmate to a degree. I don't know, I really like jumpsuits, so I'm not trying to be like a jumpsuit hater here, but it's just like, I think that it's a little bit much. I think it's the color for me. If it was a different color, I think I'd really like it. It's just the color and the chokers and the hair,
all together, I feel you.
It's a lot happening.
I don't like the pant line. I feel like it would have been much better if it was a skinny like tighter, and it would have elongated her legs, and then it wouldn't have looked so, because it looks a little baggy in like the
It
thigh
does. It looks
area.
baggy, and the crotch area.
Yeah,
too.
so
yeah.
I think
Some
that
camel toe
gives.
city going
I think
on.
that's really killing the entire like, because it could. That's a powerful color and a powerful like outfit,
Style, yeah.
but that's kind of just like taking it down a notch. And I love chokers so much. Like I just bought like 2, but I don't like the third one.
The chain.
I think just
That's
the
too
2 bold ones would have been plenty.
Yeah.
I think now that's just like adding something for no reason.
She
And
tried
it
to
just
do a
makes it
lot.
look- Yeah.
Yeah.
She did. It was too much.
I
all
think
too much.
separately, if you broke it down, it could be a lot better.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
Right, I agree. Definitely agree. All right. Well, let's move on to Zendaya, who always slays, literally always. There's nothing she can't do anything wrong. She is wearing a rock and roll jumpsuit, pretty casual, with a gray top underneath. You know, some black shoes. I am definitely digging this look, especially with her flat hair, front bang. She always switches it up with her hair, and I think that's really cool about her. So, what are your thoughts?
You have to be, I feel like, Zendaya to pull this off. I think she looks it's so flattering on her. Like, maybe it's not my favorite coloring, but I think that the whole outfit is so flattering on her, and she looks beautiful. And I love the hair. I think it's just like a lot of clean, pretty lines. I think she kind of killed it.
yeah, you'd have to be Zendaya to pull this off because you said it's like a rocker pantsuit, and that's definitely what it is. Like, this looks like it's straight from the 70s, the velvet. Like, I'm picturing guys with like super long hair and like, you know, their electric guitars and stuff, and it's definitely a very different look, but she kills it, so it's like kind of weird.
Everyone's wearing pants, and I completely love it.
I know, yeah.
But this is just so her. Like she never keeps it. Like she's always changing it up, which I really like because you get like some people like do like the same kind of things over and over again, and she's just one person that has fun with it. That's so awesome because when you go to so many events like that, I feel like you have to, and she can just pull anything off, especially something like this. So.
Definitely, and with her hair like that, I'm really. I mean, I know that she got criticized for at the Oscars a couple
the
years
short-
ago by Juliana Rancic
That
for
was
having
bad.
the dreads. They made some comments about like Bob Marley and marijuana.
So
smoking.
insensitive.
Yeah, definitely.
Beyond
and look at her
insensitive.
now; like she can literally pull off any look. So Juliana Rancic, you don't know what you're talking about, girl. All right. All right, so next we have to talk about Justin Bieber because what he wore should have honestly like been considered a crime. I mean, every event he attends, his hair gets worse and worse. I don't know what it is. He needs to get another stylist or something. But he's wearing a Rangers jersey and ripped jeans to the event. And then his performance wear is just layering on top of layering. It's like this is the kind of look that you wear when you have to go to the airport and like your suitcase weighs too much, so you just have to keep piling clothes on you. I don't understand this. Can anyone explain to me?
He looks like that kid that you knew, like in maybe high school or whatever, who's like kind of sits in the back of class and like has their own band and like hates their mom. Like it's just like this like weird angsty like weird
CT
looking.
look, yeah.
It's trying too hard. It's trying too hard to be casual, and it's failing.
Okay, I just want to talk about his dreads for a minute because it has like nothing to do with who he is as an artist or anything. Like if you listen to his music and stuff, you would not picture someone with those kinds of dreads to be like singing it. And also his red carpet look isn't the worst thing, but I just don't like it for the red carpet. It looks like he's going to a Rangers game or like walking to the grocery store. Like it's not red carpet ready. I don't like it. And then the performance thing, the layering is just not, that's the Kanye's look, and I'm just not feeling it ever on anyone, no matter
I
what.
haven't liked his outfits in a really long time. I haven't been
Or
a
his
fan.
hair. His hair
No,
has
it's
been
all
falling
bad.
off completely.
Don't think I've liked him
I
since he was
love
wearing his
everything about
purple
him.
zip-up.
I love everything. Like I don't know. I love Justin Bieber, and I just think this is so him.
But are you blinded
when
by love?
It might be that, but like when he I follow him on Instagram, and when like he posts a lot on Instagram, like 6 posts in a row, and like when he got his dreads, like I digged it. Like it was super cool, and I mean, do I agree that he should have wore a Rangers jersey and ripped jeans to a red carpet? Like no, but he doesn't look bad.
You're right. I do agree with that because it is Justin Bieber, and he like
Yeah.
Zendaya, he can get away with anything. Like he's gonna be criticized, but it's Justin Bieber.
But also,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's the Biebs.
I don't
and-
put him on the category as her. Like she's on a godlike level.
That's
he does
true.
not get to do that.
You're right. That is true.
No.
Okay.
He's just so good looking. Like, I can't even.
He gets away with it. But
Yeah.
what about his previous hairstyles? I mean, he's been compared to Orange is the New Black, Ellen DeGeneres. What he wore to the Comedy Central roast, he looked like a Johnny Depp from Willy Wonka. And what was the other one? September. Like, if you just Google search Justin Bieber September, there's a long line of photos of just his white platinum blonde hair flipped over with a shaved head. Like, he just needs to go back to a nice shave, just a nice clean cut.
Like, it depends on like how he wears it, because like he just did like a video shoot and he looks so like handsome. Like, he just looked handsome, but then he could dress like that and look like a hoodlum. So it's very different.
Yeah, you got to find a happy medium or something, J-Beebs, because I don't know what you're twerking with here. All right, guys. Let's move on to Big Sean. He is another victim of the layered clothing fashion statement. If you can see here correctly, he's wearing a shirt and then a denim jacket and then a thick flannel winter coat and then cowboy boots. I mean, what season are you living in, Big Sean? This is LA, not Nebraska, okay? Can anyone explain? What do you like about it?
He looks like he's ready to go camping because that looks like a sleeping bag. Like, it is not red carpet apparel. That is, like, I would wear that camping to like bundle up, sit by the fire.
I did not think that it looks like a sleeping bag, but that is absolutely right.
I feel like we've discovered a new trend from this specific red carpet, and it's airport chic. Because it's the layering again. And also, it's like, the layering bothers me less than the shoes just don't make any sense. Like, none.
He got dressed in the dark completely.
He just bought them and was like, hey, I never wore them yet.
Who styles these? Like, who's their stylist?
I think they style themselves for these events, and that's why it's so bad.
I feel like the iHeartRadio Awards isn't that
because it's
crazy.
radio. It's not like a huge show. Like, I mean, not that many people watch it, and so it's not that big of a deal. So people probably just style themselves.
I don't watch it, but I like get all the updates on like my phone. Like, that's how I follow this kind of award.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like care enough to really sit down and watch it.
And that's more what it
especially
is.
now that I know it's so casual. I guess it's not like
like there's barely any dresses, but the thing that I do, I will say, or I'm gonna give some good feedback. I like his clean shaved face. Like, he looks really good and chiseled here, and that's why I wish he was wearing just like a casual suit or something,
or just one of the layers.
If he took off the sleeping bag, honestly, it would probably be fine. The sleeping bag and the cowboy boots need to go, and he'd be.
It's like Brokeback Mountain, I think, is the look. Airport chic, Brokeback Mountain.
Big Sean.
Yeah. All right. Next movie coming up. All right, guys. Let's move on to another jumpsuit, which is worn by Demi Lovato. This is a very sophisticated Alexander McQueen suit. I think it's a little Cruella de Vil-esque, whatever you want to go with there. It's half white, half black. That's why I'm kind of feeling that. But in a way, it works. And I'm also really digging her flat hair because I think Demi in previous award shows has just pulled her hair back so tight that she's become a victim of internet memes. And now with this, I don't think anyone can make fun of her. What do you guys think?
I think she looks really classy. Like you said, it's a very classy, like the black and white and everything. I do love the hair. I think it just needs something to pop. Like, everything's kind of like together, maybe a brighter lip.
But I think she looks like she's in marching band, kind of.
That's true,
the flare pant.
It's also like up here there's a bit of a pattern.
And there's the pleats on the pants at the top.
And also it's a little bit, I think it's pretty to an extent. It's not my favorite, but I think it also feels a little bit busy almost, like up here. Like, it feels like it's a little bit too much. It could have been sleeked down a little bit.
Especially with the white, the black, and then the big white, and then going to
Yeah.
black. I feel
It's
like
all
those
a lot.
stripes aren't, and it goes on her shoulder, and then it makes her shoulder look weird.
Right.
And
I
she's
feel like
blending in and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
She's in the billboard.
Yeah.
I think that it's a really good shape on her body. Like, if you look, look how good like her stomach looks, like her waist, and like the cleavage is like just enough, but not like too much. And so I think she looks good, like her body looks good and everything. I'm just not a big fan of that flap that's like folded over. I think the buttons make it look marching bandy, and the shoulder makes it look like something that Lady Gaga would have worn back in like 2012 or whatever she was doing all that crazy stuff. So
I think this is a victim of not photographing well.
Yeah, and another victim of like of the camel toe. I mean, get a tighter crotch in there and a hem.
Especially
maybe.
with a flare pant, it's gonna be tricky to like get that like because
Yeah.
the seam's gonna go differently than like a skinny jean.
Also, for sometimes like more petite women, it's hard to do a flare pant because it does make you seem shorter.
Yeah.
So for a lot of them, once again, I think that if this was actually tightened at like the ankles, I think it would have done it a lot of justice. I think it just makes it a little bit baggy.
If it was a tight pant, I think it would be much better.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it would tie
It's
together
not too much
better.
going on then. It's just stuff on top and it's a sleek line down.
Right, I agree. All right, let's move on here. So, Iggy Azalea, I'm sorry, I can't even like get through this without laughing out loud. What is going on? She is wearing a crop top with like a handkerchief on her shoulder and then baggy blue pants. And it looks like she's about to drop the next MC Hammer music video. I don't know how someone can walk out of their house and like think that this is okay. What do you guys think?
She looks like she's right out of a comic book. The lip, like everything about it is so flashy, and I feel like if she just had some lines drawn on her face, maybe some dots or whatever, like she would look.
That's true.
Like
Yeah,
she was,
all
like,
the colors.
it's just so much. There's so much going on, and it's everything screams comic book
She
to me.
looks so pale, like really pale for that dark of lip. And this like kind of in this season, I feel like it's a little like, and with the blue pant, it's like she's trying too hard to be 90s cool. She's trying to bring back the 90s vibe, but I just don't think it worked for the occasion at all. She's wearing sweatpants.
I think it would have been the lip on her skin, I think would be so beautiful, like what you said, if it wasn't paired with like the cluster of whatever's happening. And it's funny because she's been roasted so much this year and last year. Like it's been a bad time. It's like not a good time to be Iggy Azalea. So I would think
It's
when
never
you're
a
kind
good
of
time.
like,
When is it a good time to be Iggy Azalea? Let's be
But
but
honest.
it's like when you're emerging from your shell of criticism, it's like, you know, I feel like you'd pay extra attention to making yourself not look like
okay, like let me try to like make this a good one.
to
Like,
just get rid of just that extra bit of criticism that you're getting.
Right, exactly.
like you knew as soon as you put this outfit on, as soon as like
You
you
look-
got there, you're gonna be like,
At what point did she look in the mirror and think, damn, I look good?
Keke Palmer and Meghan Trainor were sporting a bunch of sequins. Sequins was like the style of the night, I think. Keke Palmer is wearing a high neck halter, a sea blue, with big shimmery sequins, and then Meghan Trainor, on the other hand, is wearing a long sleeve black T-length dress. And I think both of these outfits work for their body types, but which one looks better?
I don't like either of them.
Neither do I.
I'm
Really.
gonna go with Meghan Trainor just because I think if Keke Palmer's dress wasn't sparkles and shimmers, it would look so much better. But I'm just not digging it, and I think Meghan Trainor's pulling off the sparkles. Like her outfit has, it's classier.
Also, Keke Palmer's hair kind of destroyed it for me because she has the neckline here and then it just follows straight up into this giant bun.
Yeah, it's like a
So
bird's nest
I'm
on her
having
head.
trouble judging it,
Yeah.
but I'd go Meghan Trainor.
I'd go Meghan Trainor.
Yeah. I would have to say Meghan Trainor here. It fits her body type better. And Keke, just what is wrong with your hair? Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't understand
Not a
it.
good move.
All right, so let's move on here to some of the men of the evening. They were sporting a lot of leather jackets. I think that was pretty much the look of the night for the guys. We got Bobby Brown, or Bobby Bone, actually. I've never heard of him before in my life. But then we got
There he
Jake
is.
Miller, Jason Derulo, G-Eazy. Which one wore it best?
Jeezy.
I'm
Yeah.
going Jake Miller.
I'm going G-Easy.
Jeezy.
I'm going to go with G-Eazy too.
Jeezy and a leather
But Jake
jacket.
Miller is such a cutie pie that like
He's
it's
so
hard.
cute, and he looks so cute. Like he kind of he's kind of doing that layering thing that we didn't like before, but he's killing it. And his jacket it's just so cute. And he's just so
Everything
cute.
matches. The shoes work with the jacket, and it's like I feel like there's always been one miss, and this was kind of everything's a hit.
Yeah,
That's why I'm choosing him.
Yeah, I agree. I think they all like pulled it off. It's a very casual event, and they all executed that very well.
Absolutely.
They're
All
just
right.
enough.
All right, guys. Well, let's wrap it up here. Who was your favorite outfit of the night, and who was the worst?
Taylor Swift, hands down.
Best or
Love-
worst?
Best.
Best, okay.
Yeah, I think she just looked amazing. Like the whole thing just came together really well. I would say the worst. I'm so Demi. It was like a little too boring for me.
Okay.
So.
I'm gonna go Taylor Swift for best because she just killed it. She always kills it. Love Taylor. Like, love you. Worst dress, I'm gonna have to go with Keke Palmer because her dress was shapeless. She looked like a pencil. Her hair was off. The sparkles looked like something that I would have pulled out of my dress-up box from when I was 5, and I'm just not feeling it in general. So sorry.
It's like the lesser of all the evils, but I'm gonna go with Taylor Swift probably only because it just was the least terrible. And I'd have to go with Iggy Azalea. Why?
Yeah.
No.
I completely agree. I love all those choices, but I'm gonna have to say you guys are missing Zendaya.
Oh my gosh.
She's my favorite, best for sure, and Justin Bieber got the worst, hands down. What are you doing? Him and Iggy Azalea both.
Yeah.
They got the crown for worst dressed. But all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for watching. Tune in next week. Hey guys, welcome to Advice with the one and only me. I've received so many letters, so let's get started. Dear Mary, I tried out for my school play for the role of Tinkerbell. I was happy to find out that I made understudy, but unfortunately, my arch nemesis got the main role. I know for a fact I have a better singing voice than her because my YouTube channel has way more views than her and more followers. I just can't shake this feeling that in some way her mom bribed the department into casting her as Tinkerbell. I mean, it's so unfair. This girl gets everything she wants, even front row seats to a One Direction concert. What can I do to seek revenge? Thanks, Christina. Christina, don't let one failed role get you down. You're destined to fail many more times. My best piece of advice for you is to break a leg. Literally, break her leg. The origin of break a leg comes from Shakespeare time, when actors would cheerfully wish their co-stars threats. Ever notice that it's not what you say, but how you say it? Break a leg seems like a threat, but break a leg seems like encouragement. It'll seem sweet at the time, like a nice thespian gesture, but she won't know that you secretly buttered the floor, causing her to slip and fall, and in fact fracturing her leg. Oops, I guess you'll just have to be the star now. Good luck, Christina. And our next letter comes from Todd. Dear Mary, my neighbor is always having elaborate, expensive, catered pool parties, and I never get invited to them. I don't understand why. We're decent friends. I mean, every time I see him getting the mail at 4 in the afternoon, I nod from my windowsill, politely, like a normal person would. I mean, everyone from the neighborhood is invited to these soirees except for me. It's starting to really damage my image. And everyone knows me as the guy who doesn't get the invitation. Every Monday, all the parents talk about it at the bus stops, and they brag to my frickin' face. I just have to act cool, like I chose to watch reruns of Scandal instead of attending the party. I once heard that DJ Khaled made an appearance, and I love him. I mean, it's ridiculous. I need to see what is beyond those white picket fence. What should I do? Thanks, Todd. Hey, Todd. The best way to find out what's beyond those sacred white walls is to lie, steal, and cheat your way in. Forget all your ethics and morals, if you even have any, and get into that Gatsby party. If everyone in the entire middle-class suburban neighborhood can go, even the annoying naggy moms, then you deserve to be there too. Try dressing up as a pizza delivery guy, plumber, Comcast employee, Jehovah's Witness even. Just be anything besides yourself and you're bound to get in. All right, well that is all the time that we have. Thank you for watching and don't forget to tune in next week.